What is up, guys? It's Mike here, and today we just got back from Target and Walmart. As you can see, we also did get something in the mail, but today we are going to be looking at the Case B assortment of the 2021 Hot Wheels Monster Truck Live. Alright guys, so this case was a little difficult for me to find. I actually haven't seen any of these in any Walmarts or Targets in my area, and if it wasn't for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle trucks, the Hot Wheels trucks, they haven't been around. I mean, some Targets did end up getting the Case A with Snakebite. That was maybe a couple weeks ago. Other than that, I haven't seen anything, and I've only found one Barbie chase truck, so I don't know what's going on with that. But today, as of January 18th, we did find the entire Case B set in Walmart. Oddly enough, not in Target. But anyway, here it is. So Case B, we have a lot of trucks that are repeats. We have one brand new casting and tooling truck. This truck right here, 5 alarm. Obviously, 5 alarm. First time we're seeing it, I believe, in 2021. I don't think any of these trucks were a repeat from Case A, so that's good. But we do have one brand new paint job on Loco Punk. We have a brand new truck with Rhinomite, which is pretty cool looking, I must admit. And then we have everyone's favorite Camaro. And then we also have Tiger Shark. This would be my second time seeing Tiger Shark. Depending on your area, you may have gotten Case B before the Tiger Shark playset. Then we are also seeing Ratical Racer, which was a brand new truck for 2020. And then we're seeing Dairy Delivery, Pure Muscle once again, and yeah, 5 alarm. So pretty unique. I like this case. It's okay, but I'm gonna have to say Case A. Just the fact that it had Snakebite in it, that was, Hot Wheels really started off 2021 with a big bang. But one interesting thing with this is with the Pure Muscle truck, because that tire is green. And for some reason, on the truck itself, the tire's not green. So that would have been cool if they did that. But anyway, I'm going to rank these from my favorite, or from my least favorite, to my favorite. And by looking at that, you guys can pretty much guess what my least favorite truck is in this case. I think a lot of you guys will actually agree. Alright, and I'm pretty sure that you guys have guessed this, and probably agree with me, but my least favorite truck in this case is definitely the Camaro. This is actually the first time we're seeing it. However, for my area, I don't know if you guys had this by your area as well, Case L of the 2020 Hot Wheels Monster Trucks is like in a weird cycle in this area, and we have a lot of the Camaro trucks in the old packaging from last year that are just peg warmers, and now we are now getting Case B in the new packaging, and there's no difference on the truck whatsoever. The only cool thing about this whole package is probably the crush car on the bottom. It is looks like a 4-door normal crush car, and I really love how they put on the top over here fan favorites. It's truck number 3 out of 6, but honestly, I don't think a lot of people like this thing. I don't like it. It just, why bring this back? We did see it last year, the yellow one, towards the middle or the end of last year in the 5-pack, and then we did see it with the O'Reilly Auto Part trucks. So, I don't know, I just feel like this truck, please, please, please make this the only time we see this thing. I really honestly don't want to see this thing come back with different paint schemes. It's just, no. So anyway, the facts in the back, or the stats, whatever you like someone call it. Same thing, 18 Chevy Camaro SS, the truck type is a muscle car, the strength is smoking rear tires, and the crash attack is competition crush. Definitely probably not one of my favorite trucks for 2021, and I think a lot of you guys will agree. Let's move on to the next truck. So the next truck I kind of don't like that much in this mix is definitely Hot Wheels Dairy Delivery. This truck is number 9 out of 75 for this year, and it is also number 2 out of 7 for the Hot Wheels Flames. Now, honestly, there's nothing really wrong with the truck itself. However, once you guys have this if you got it once in the past 2 years. The truck is completely identical. It does have a chrome chassis with an orange roll cage and a chrome, kind of, yeah, chromish orange beadlock, and it looks like a black kind of rim. And it also does come with a green station wagon crushable car. I mean, nothing against this truck. I do like this casting, but seeing this paint job, we've seen it a lot. You know, it's just one of those that stand out. I don't want to say it's getting old, but it's starting to get up there with, like, you always see like Bone Shaker, Roger Dodger, stuff like that. So, you know, in the mix here, there's definitely, just in my opinion, better trucks. But anyway, the facts or the stats on the back, it is the dairy delivery. The truck type is city. The strength is holds it all, and the crash attack is the cargo crunch. So it would have been cool if they did a different paint job on it compared to what we previously saw. But it looks like Hot Wheels just kind of threw it into the Hot Wheels Flame set and called it a day. Honestly, really nothing different with this truck from what we've been seeing, at least this paint scheme wise. But I guess it's cool to see this casting back. Hopefully we can get a new paint job maybe. Let's move on to the next truck. And the next truck for me is definitely 5 Alarm. This truck, we have seen it a ton of times in 2020. It had different paint schemes. There was a gold one, I believe there was a green one, and also a zebra stripe one, which was pretty cool. I did like how they switched it up. However, this one is the normal fire truck one, and this is also truck number 12 out of 75. And this truck is a little different compared to the truck in previous years. And the only really difference that I can tell is the flames are a little more detailed. There's a lot more yellow on it. It does say Hot Wheels Fire on the front, and the number is 68. So I can't remember if the number 68 was on the other truck as well, but this truck does look like it did change a little bit in the decals, which is nice. I do like how they switched that up. And this also does have a chrome chassis, a black roll cage, chrome rims, and a chrome beadlock. And one interesting thing with this truck too is if you look at the top, it says Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live, truck number 3 out of 7. So whenever shows return and everything, it's going to be interesting to see if this truck is a real life truck. Now that's going to be really cool because I can't even think if there was ever a fire truck that turned into a monster truck. So it's going to be really exciting and cool to see down the road if this thing actually gets turned into a real life monster truck. I really hope they do it that way, and I really hope they do a good job on it, because that would look pretty sick, I must admit. And then the facts on the back, 5 Alarm, the truck type is city, the strength is the super drench fire nozzles, and the crash attack is the fireball stomp. So really cool looking truck, and of course you got number 68 on the back as well. So yeah, just the only difference really, I think, the more detailing in the paint job, maybe the flames, that kind of like yellow vibe. I can't remember if that's on the old 5 Alarm, but for some reason that's sticking out to me. But I think for most people, everyone begs the question is, are they actually going to make this truck into a real life truck? That would be really, really cool, and I hope they really do it. Alright, so the next truck on this list for me is none other than Pure Muscle. So we did see this truck last year, same exact paint scheme. I don't think there's anything different with it, but the reason why this truck is so low on my list is if you look at that back tire, how it's green and like kind of painted on like that, when you turn it over and you look at the back and you see it right there, I mean, it looks like the entire tire is green and it just has the black stripes. Now, I kind of wish they did that. You can really see it in the top left right there. I don't know why they didn't do that. I wish they did that. I wish they made it like that. That would have been really cool, really unique. And considering this truck is in the wheel cool and it's truck 2 out of 6, it would have been different. Would have been different from the previous year, and it would have been nice too. But for some reason, Hot Wheels didn't decide to go with that. This truck does have a yellow crushable car. However, I must say, Hot Wheels, stick to these crushable cars, or give us the die-cast 164 scale cars, because in 2020, those ones that you push down, Yeah, they were horrible. Don't ever do those again. But I'm really glad to see the Rubber Crush cars back. And this is also truck number what? Truck number 14 out of 75. So it looks like these trucks are just kind of like jumping all over the place in numbers maybe. And the stats on the back, we got pure muscle, the truck type is pickup, and the strength is the raw V8 power, and the crash attack is the strong arm scramble. So overall not a bad truck. There's really nothing different on it. This truck does have a black chassis with an orange roll cage, and it's keeping that whole demo derby, demo, whatever you want to call it, kind of vibe going. So I'm guessing the wheel cool trucks, I believe in mix 1 or case A, that was demo derby, maybe. So I guess that's the vibe they're going with these. And of course I love that logo because it looks like my favorite band's logo. But yeah, all said and done, pretty decent truck. Kind of wish they did the tire though. If they did the tire, this might be higher on this list. But for some reason they just decided not to make the tire all green, which is odd. But they decided to do it on the back. Very interesting. Let's move on to the next truck. And the next truck, without question, just has to be Tiger Shark, and there's a couple reasons for this. Now, in my area, we just got the Tiger Shark stunt tire, which I made the video last week on. Very cool set, very awesome. And now we are also getting a Tiger Shark in case B. Now, in that video, when I reviewed the Tiger Shark truck, the only noticeable difference was the chassis color, and that is it. So, here is the truck in the case B. Now, with that, I mean, I kind of wish they did something different. I mean, it's cool they did the chassis different, but I don't know, to have an exclusive playset truck, just a different chassis type, you know, they could have made a different Tiger Shark like they do with Mega Rex all the time, but I don't know. But anyway, Tiger Shark is truck number 11 out of 75. It comes with a rubber red crush car. It is also truck number 2 out of 7 for the Hot Wheels Live Monster Trucks, which this is a real life truck. And this thing, I'm happy they made this into a real life truck. This is an awesome truck. Anyway, it does have a chrome chassis and a black roll cage with orange beadlocks and orange rims. And it's just your typical Tiger Shark. There's really nothing different with this truck. Even the one that was in the playset, the only difference is the chassis. So not much to really go out of your way for if you're not collecting every single truck. And then the name is Tiger Shark, the truck type is creature, the strength is the jaw power, and the crash attack is the shark tooth chop. So pretty unique, pretty cool. Tiger Shark is definitely one of my favorite paint schemes and looking trucks out of the entire Hot Wheels monster trucks. I think it's a cool design. I like how the tiger and the shark fused together, and I'm also really happy we did see a playset with this truck. So hopefully maybe more down the road, maybe it'd be cool to see something different with Tiger Shark name. I know they do different paint schemes and they call different shark trucks different things, but I really like Tiger Shark. It's the original shark one for me at least. So yeah, glad to see it back. I guess just glad to see it back. I mean, there's really nothing different on this truck, but yeah, nonetheless, pretty cool. And then my third favorite truck from this mix is none other than Ratical Ratical Racer, I'm sorry. And this thing is pretty cool. So this was a brand new casting for a monster truck, at least in 2020. And it was kind of different, kind of cool. The casting itself, they do make a Hot Wheels car of that. When I first saw it, I was hoping it was the Skull Crusher car, because I think that thing is amazing looking, and I wish they did it with that. But this is pretty cool. However, this truck is a solid copy and paste from that one from last year, which is a little upsetting. And one interesting fact is this is truck number 30 out of 75, so you can see the jump in numbers there. And it is also truck number 2 out of 7 for the Wild Ride trucks, which clearly are going to have some Mega Rexes with that logo. And this truck does have a chrome chassis with a green roll cage and chrome green beadlocks with some black rims, and it does come with an orange crushable car. So this thing's pretty cool though. I do like the way it looks. I like the whole Hot like hot ride kind of feel. It's got the monster truck logo on the roof right there in the back, and I also really love how this truck is like a matted black, as you can really see the shine on it. Yeah, that just all the looks together. The black and the green looks good. The motor looks good coming out. I mean, the only thing that really stinks about it is it's just another copy and paste truck from last year. I kind of wish they made maybe a different paint job, because we haven't seen it in a different paint job yet. So I kind of wish they went with something like that. However, the facts on the back, it is the Ratical Racer. The truck type is City. The strength is the long-range cannon, and the crash attack is the big kaboom. So now I'm wondering where the cannon is on the truck. Interesting. I don't know much about it. But nonetheless, pretty cool truck. Kind of wish they changed up the paint job a little bit from last year, but hey, what are you going to do? And all said and done, pretty cool looking, I guess. I like the crush car. I like the colors. And it's something kind of newer compared to the other trucks that we've seen already in this mix, at least casting wise. So yeah, let's move on to the top two. Alright, so truck number 2 is definitely the hardest truck in this case to find. I don't know if Case B has a chase truck. It's going to be interesting to see if they do, but for some reason this truck, there was only 2 on the pegs. All the other trucks, there was about maybe 4 or 5, so that was kind of interesting to me. And this is also truck number 13 out of 75. It is truck number 2 out of 7 for the Neon Shockers, and I gotta admit, these colors on these trucks, I like this. I like the way Torque Terror looked. I like the way Loco Punk looks. This whole like 80s vibe they got going on with this, I really do like it. And it does come with a red crushable station wagon. Now, this truck does have a lot going on, so we are actually going to open this one. But first, I just want to read the stats on the back, if I can hold it. And it is, the name is Loco Punk, the truck type is City, the strength is the front row catcher, and the crash attack is the railroad rundown. So Loco Punk, we have seen it a bit last year. It did have its own playset. It also did have, it was in a double pack, I believe, and there was a toxic version of it. So we did see a couple of different versions of it, and the reason why this one's ranked so high is because it's a whole new series, and basically it looks really cool in this one truck. I really want to see what it looks like out of the package, so we're going to open it. Alright, so this truck definitely has the most colors going on, the most vibrant, the most, I guess the one that catches your eye the most out of this whole set at least, and it looks really, really cool. So here is the crushable car. If you guys were wondering what they look like and feel like, these were the same things that got released with the trucks in 2019. And I like these things. I used them for the racing series. I used them for a lot of stuff. They're really cool and awesome. I think these in the 1/64 scale cars are the best things they ever did. I also do like these, how these basically kind of, you can fit them into like a track or something, which is pretty cool. I like these little cardboard things too, I must admit. I like them. But anyway, let's look at the truck. Loco Punk, this thing's chassis is really cool looking. It's kind of like that bluish, kind of purplish tint to it, which is really cool. It has an orange roll cage, which is pretty unique. And this truck actually does have chrome beadlocks that are green on every single tire. Now, the interesting fact is the front tire rims are blue and the back tire rims are orange. So altogether, this is a very weird looking color scheme it's got going on here. And then you got Loco Punk written in neon on the side. The train itself, the diecast pieces are this green, kind of like darker green. The plastic pieces are this kind of like lime green. I think this thing looks really cool. I really like this truck. I like Loco Punk, and I'm really happy that they put this into a new series for at least 2021, and it looks really cool and really nice. If it was just a normal boring Loco Punk that we saw, this truck would probably be near the end of the list for me at least. But yeah, nonetheless, definitely a cool looking truck. But there's one truck left, and we must look at it now. Alright guys, so if you're like me, you definitely know what the number one truck in this mix is. The brand new casting, brand new truck, brand new idea out of Hot Wheels, which is the Rhinomite. So in the last case we had a brand new casting. Well, I think we had two. One was definitely Snakebite, which everybody loved, and then we had the Corvette Barbie and the Corvette 84. And other than that, that's really the only new things we got. And you can say the Corvette wasn't really new because it was just the Corvette car on a monster truck frame. But this one's pretty sick. So this is a Rhino mixed into a monster truck, a brand new casting, brand new everything. It's got a tail, it's got horns. This thing is really cool looking, and its name is Rhinomite. And it is truck number 15 out of 75, and it's also truck number 5 out of 7 for the Wild Ride. And it does come with a green crushable station wagon car. This thing just looks mean, looks cool, awesome. So I'm hoping this year in 2021 we can see more trucks like this Hot Wheels makes compared to the Camaro. Stuff like the Camaro, the Corvette. I mean, make them into chase pieces, yeah, that's cool, but this is something done perfect. This is awesome. This actually might be one of the best trucks for 2021. And as we turn it over, this truck is brand new, so it did not have anything for last year. Its name is Rhinomite, and its truck type is Creature, the strength is Explosive Fury, and the crash attack is the Horn Blast. Pretty cool. So here you see the rest of case B. It was a pretty good case. I like the case, and we're going to end this with this truck getting open because I really want to see what this thing looks like out of the package and see those graphics and everything. So let's open this thing up for case B. Alright, so here it is, Rhinomite. This thing is pretty sick. This does have a matted paint coat on it, so it's not shiny. And it just looks really, really cool. So here you go with the whole Rhinomite name right here, which is pretty nice. And then you got the green crushable van right here, which I love these ones. These ones are pretty cool. Yeah, these things are nice. And now moving on to the truck. This truck does have dark gray rims and bead locks, which is really nice. Oops. It also does have a chrome chassis. And it does have an orange roll cage, which is kind of odd at first, but it really pulls the whole look of the truck together. And it has this huge hard plastic insert for the horn, which is really nice. And it's like that hard kind of plastic, so it won't break, but it can bend. Same thing with the tail back here. The tail is a little more flexible though. And I love how it's like put right in the middle of the stripe. And then you have a very hard plastic piece right here, and you actually have a groove in there, which is interesting. I mean, this truck is done right. This is really, really cool looking. You know, when you think of something out of Hot Wheels, you think of something like this. You know, you don't think of something that's not too crazy or too plain, I should say. This is done right. I really like this truck, and this truck might be a candidate for Truck of the Year. This casting's really good. These teeth are actually just, I think it's just a sticker, yeah. So it's got a 3D printed mouth, and it looks like it's just like a sticker for the teeth, but that's okay. And it actually does have a small windscreen behind the horn right here, which is nice. I mean, this thing's pretty cool looking. I really do like this. So, yeah, Hot Wheels, keep doing stuff like this, please. So far, Hot Wheels has really hit it pretty good in 2021. Everything they released is pretty cool, pretty nice looking, and everything's really starting to pull together for them, which is, you know, I'd like to see that, you know. So hopefully they can keep coming out with trucks like this. It will be interesting to see if they use this casting again for something else for Rhinomite, maybe a zombie one or a toxic one or something like that. Definitely something new. Glad to see new stuff. And this truck really looks mean, dude. I really like the of this thing. It's really cool looking once you see it out of packaging. But that's gonna do it for case B. Pretty strong case. I would say this case is probably a little overshadowed by the whole Snakebite getting released and Snakebite finally getting made, because so many people wanted that, and that truck looks really, really good. But I would not count this Rhinomite truck out for truck of the year. This thing is really nice. We have a ton of trucks still on the way. Obviously, case C, hopefully that gets here soon. If not, hey, I'm going to try my hardest to find it. But, yeah, that's what? 8 trucks? Well, counting the chase piece for mix, or case A. So that's 9. Yeah, so we got about 17 trucks down. Now, I don't know as the time of recording this video if there is a chase piece truck for case B. I hope there is a chase truck for every case, but if there's not, it's going to be interesting. If there is, maybe it will pop up in a review video down the road. Who knows? But it'd be pretty cool if it's a Rhinomite chase piece. I don't know what they can do different, but that'd be kind of sick. But let me know you guys' thoughts, what you think the best truck in this case was. I really, really like Rhinomite. I think it's pretty cool looking. Loco Punk is really cool looking as well. But let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I will see you guys in another video very shortly. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I should be back tomorrow with something different. Till then, stay safe, and I'll catch you soon.